want to start by thanking Senator Scavello, Representative Gillespie, and Matt Hill to join us today for this another great moment in Pocono Raceway sustainability and green. We're here today to unveil our first bat house that we teamed up with Team Chevy and constructed with the help of some of our Kids Club members last year. And it's actually a Chevy Volt battery cover that otherwise would have ended up in a landfill. And Chevy's found a way to recycle them and use them. And here they are today as a bat house. Inside there's little baffles, and the baffles are actually constructed out of circuit boards that would otherwise be thrown away, that come from Chevy SUVs and pickup trucks. So it's a great way to recycle. Obviously here in our solar farm is fundamentally our biggest piece of Pocono green, and the place we felt best to mount the first one. We'll have 4 or 5 around the track, and then through the Game Commission's help, we'll mount several more around the state, around the area. And next summer, we'll team up with our kids clubs again, and some more of the Chevy folks, and hopefully Matt and his team will come out, and we'll build a bunch more and get more around the state. And it's to help the bat population, because the bats are really important. You know, sometimes we consider them a nuisance, but at the end of the day, they're our natural predator to help us get rid of some of the bug population. And obviously, with mosquitoes prevalent in the Poconos, and my wife and one daughter can attest to being bait, they're happy to have the bats around to help alleviate some of those mosquitoes we get. So, with that, I'll let Mario say a few words.
I'm just pleased to be here, and I commend Pocono Raceway, because you come up with these unique ideas for the environment. And let's start the backdrop here, the solar farm. I wasn't, to be very honest, white nose syndrome, and I wasn't really that hooked into this. But when I start to see what these bats can, the bat houses here, by having more habitat, they're not all bunched in one area, and that's what really creates it. Am I correct, Matt? But I look at the fact that you're saving the environment by what you said there. This is not going to a landfill. It's something that's going to go into the dumps, and here it is. It's having a useful life, and you're so proactive at the track, and I truly appreciate everything you do. And for just to be here and to see this and enjoy it here with all of us here, and Keith, who's made a trip. Keith, by the way, is the majority chair of the House of Representatives for the Game and Fishery, and I'm the majority chair in the Senate. And we've worked very closely together. And Keith, why don't you say a couple of words?
Yeah, absolutely. Brandon, thank you so much for this opportunity. And congratulations to Pocono Raceway for this initiative and working with the Game Commission and just the community and the environment in general. And I'm sure Matt can probably talk on this better than I, but the bat population is in serious trouble. As Mario noted, the white nose syndrome is essentially a disease that wakes bats up in the middle of hibernation. Okay, we're coming into the wintertime, and these bats will wake up in January and February thinking it's summertime, and they'll go out, and guess what's not out there in January and February? Or mosquitoes and other bugs. One bat will eat its equivalent in weight in one night. And I don't know about you, but I can, to this day I live in the country, and I will lay on the grass in the summer evening and look up and watch the bat circle. Bat binoculars that had maybe 100 or 200 bats in the past are now down to 1. A bat will have 1 pup a year. They don't have multiple litters. They have 1 pup. So just imagine how serious the situation they're in right now. By doing this initiative with this very creative idea of the Volt battery cover and the circuit boards, I think is just fantastic. So probably had bat analogy 101.
Yeah, this is great. Now we'll go 102 here.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'd like to begin by thanking Brandon, Ricky, Ryan, and everyone here at Pocono Raceway, and of course Chevrolet, for all the work that has been done on this project up to this point. And we're looking forward to continuing to work with this in the future. When Pocono Raceway first came to us about a year ago with this project of making bat boxes out of old car battery units, I have to admit we were a little skeptical. So we had them send one down for us to take a look at and see what we thought. Needless to say, we were very impressed. The foresight, research, and design that went into developing these boxes was not taken lightly. These bat houses are a model example of what is possible when companies and groups think outside the box. The Pennsylvania Game Commission manages 480 species of birds and mammals, for all citizens of the Commonwealth. The few bat species make up just a very small percentage of that number, but they truly do play a vital role. Bats are historically one of the most misunderstood species that we manage. Although a large number of people think of bats as nuisance, the reality is much different. A single bat can consume as many as 3,000 insects every night. A colony of just 100 little brown bats may consume more than 250,000 mosquitoes and other small insects each night. When you start to think about the mosquitoes,
Yeah, exactly.
the West Nile virus, and the impact that is having not only in humans, but other species of birds as well, such as our state bird, the ruffed grouse, you start to get a good understanding of why bats really are good to have around. I would be remiss if I didn't at least briefly mention one of the big concerns facing bats today, which you've already heard about, and the bottom line is that bats are in real trouble. Their population is being decimated by a disease known as white nose syndrome, and at this time there is no cure for this disease. It is estimated that over 90% of certain bat species have been wiped out. We need to continue to work toward a solution and ultimately save these populations. In the near future, a number more of these boxes will be distributed around the state and set up in different areas. I would encourage everyone to be on the lookout for information on where you can find one of these boxes in your region of the state. And again, I would like to thank Team Chevy, NASCAR, and everyone here at Pocono Raceway for all of their work on this project. These type of non-traditional partnerships is what gives me great hope for not only bats, but all species of birds and mammals in Pennsylvania for generations yet to come. Thank you very much.
You know, top of the Pocono.